Did?
Hi Nigel.
Hi.
Good to see you back.
Yeah, it's
How are
good
you
to be
doing?
back. Not too bad, thank you. It's
Yeah.
good to be back.
Did you drive here all right?
Yeah, I got it fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like some water before we start or something?
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
might.
And we've covered everything, the private confidentiality part. Would you like to go through again?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Obviously we've done a couple sessions, so I pretty much know
So
what the situation is.
it's great to see you back, Nigel.
Likewise, it's good to be back.
Yeah. Before we start,
Yes.
how was the last week's been for you?
Well, in the last 3 weeks since the last 3 weeks that I saw you, it's been busy. It's been busy. It's been busy, but a bit better than the last week that I saw you. And I have to admit that I used the worksheet a couple of times.
Did
Yeah.
it help you?
Yeah, it did. It did. I referred back to it a few times. Yeah.
That's great news. I'm happy that you used the worksheet and helped you. And tell me one moment that you used it to see to explore it a little bit better.
All right. So if I take back this week, the week that just passed, I think it was Monday, Tuesday. I think it might have been Wednesday. On Wednesday, like on Wednesday night, the girls were up. They were fighting over the TV.
Just normal things.
Normal kid stuff,
normal kid stuff.
they were just fighting over the TV. One wanted to watch something, the other wanted to watch something else. So they were fighting. They were fighting over the TV. So, obviously it was getting a bit too much for me, and I was sitting in the background, and I could feel the panic starting to come up, and so what I did, as I was feeling that feeling and panicky, I stopped. I stopped and I thought, all right, what would the counselor say? I stopped. I took a breath. And wrote down one thought, through that period, and I thought, okay, I wrote down, I can't control them.
Yeah.
I can't control them. Then I challenged it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I can't control them, and then I thought, all right, well, and like I said, then I challenged it. I just thought, all right, that's the thought, that's what I'm feeling. So, and then I decided to take it on.
And what did you find when you challenged it?
I actually, that I actually can, that I actually can calm them down most of the time, and I, what happens is I tend to forget that when I'm stressed. Like I realize that they still listen to me. So, and like I said, when I engage with them, I can calm them down.
And that's great. And you said you wrote it down. So what happened after you wrote it down?
Well, I spoke to them. And I spoke to them calmly.
Yep.
I pulled them aside. I spoke to them calmly and relaxed. And the funny thing was that they settled down quicker than I actually expected. So,
That's the key, to be calm. Okay.
absolutely, yeah. I definitely have to I definitely have to try to manage that so I don't drown. I can just take a step back and assess the situation.
It sounds like you handle it really well. And what does that moment say about your strength?
I don't know, maybe that I'm more patient than I think. You know, and that I don't lose it as well. I don't lose it as fast as I used to, I guess. And I think it's because of the girls. The girls have put me in that situation. They've made me a lot calmer. Whereas before, I just go off the handle.
I agree. Now you're showing more control and awareness.
Yes.
How did the girl respond to you?
Um, to be honest, they listened. When I pulled them aside, when I pulled them up on it, when they were carrying on, it was all this kerfuffle. When I pulled them up, they turned around and actually, rather than continuing, they listened. They listened to me. And Marnie turned around. It was funny enough. Marnie turned around and she said, she even said, "It's okay, Dad."
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. She called me
that's
Dad.
a big shift.
Yeah, I haven't. That hasn't happened in the past. Like she was just obviously she felt like when I was putting them in line that they felt like there was a father figure there.
How did that make you feel?
That made me feel amazing. That I felt, made me feel really proud. Actually, it was a really proud moment, and to be quite
I would be
honest,
proud as well.
yeah, I was.
I would be proud if I was you, and I'm proud of you as well. That
Yes.
you've accomplished this in that small period.
Well, thank you for that. I also, I felt a bit surprised.
Yeah,
you know.
that's really important, and
felt-
these small wins build confidence.
Yes, I agree with that. They really do. They really, really do build
So,
confidence.
did the anxiety show up at other time this week?
Um, yeah, mostly at night. The anxieties, when the house is quiet, and my mind tends to drift and go to worse places.
So, when the pressure show up at night, what does it say?
Generally, that it says that you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough, and I always have that feeling of I'm gonna mess this up. That I'm not good enough.
And what do you say back now?
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm I'm telling you, I feel like I'm doing better than before. I'm trying. I'm doing better than before. And it doesn't fix everything, but it slows things down. Yeah.
So that's a progress. You're interrupting the old pattern. What's one thing you want to focus on this coming week?
I think the main focus and the main important is to keep is to keep the routine steady. Like keep some sort of structure and some sort of routine for the girls and stick with it. And it helps the girls with that. It helps the girls because they're in a routine, and it also helps me.
That's a really good plan, and I'd like you to keep using the worksheet. You said that it works for you,
Yes.
and especially at night when the pressure is loud.
Yeah.
Just one thought each time. No need to push yourself too hard.
Okay.
Okay. You think you can do that?
Yeah. I think I can definitely try. Yeah, I can do that.
That's great. Before we finish, I want to ask you one. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, what's the one thing you're proud from this week that passed?
Say that again.
So, what's the one thing you're proud from this week?
Proud.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just reflect on the week that was. I think the best thing that came out of this week, and well, that I'm proud of, I guess, is that I didn't panic as much. You know, normally before, the panic would set in and I'd be gone. You know, it'd be really, really difficult. And also what I've noticed as time goes on, like obviously I didn't panic as much, but with the girls, because we're bonding and growing, I saw that that they seemed calmer as well. They seemed calmer. You know, it's like we're growing into the situation together.
Look, Nigel, you feel proud about that. I'm sure the girls are proud of you too, and also I'm proud of you as well. I've seen a big progress, and that's a really strong step forward. And I would like to continue this worksheet, and as you can see, you can manage your thoughts better.
Okay.
Yeah. I would like to see you again in.
So with the worksheet,
Yep.
you want me to have it there as a guide.
Yes,
So
exactly.
basically,
Exactly.
refer to it
yeah.
whenever I feel that things are getting
Yes.
too much.
Yes. I
Okay.
want you to write these thoughts.
Right.
Okay.
Because obviously, we can keep the week steady, but you don't know what's going to arise. So you want me to continue to refer back
Yes.
to that, do the breathing exercises,
Absolutely.
breathing techniques.
Look, that shows that it helps you, correct?
It calms me down. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
And helps you with the girls. So
Yes.
it's something that works for you. Let's
Stick with
let's
that.
stick with that.
Yeah.
And I would like to see you again, but maybe on a month now, because I can see that you're in a
Progress.
in a good track, in a good path.
Okay.
I would like give you some more time and see how everything is going. So let me check what's the 6th now. I'm gonna see the same day, like the 6th of next month. Can you check your availability if and
Yeah.
let's say school hours that the girls are
Yeah,
at
it's
school better?
preferably better when. Well, I dropped the young one to daycare, so yeah, just during that period is a lot better for
Okay.
me.
So I'm gonna say like
So in a month, okay.
let's say 11 a.m. is fine.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll drop the girls off.
So 11 a.m.
I'll drop the girls off and I'll come.
Okay.
I'll come straight here.
6. Get booked. That's great to see you back again, Nigel, and I'm really proud of you. You're doing great job, and I want to see, and I hope everything will be better, and I'm sure it will be better
Alright, it's a
next
work
time.
in progress.
Yep.
It's a work-
Step by step, one step at a time.
baby steps.
You get there, and it's really good. And I'll see you in a month.
Okay, not a problem.
All right. Enjoy your day.
Thank you for your time.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Thank you.